LeBron James, let me tell you something about LeBron. No other team in the NBA wants him. His time is up.
Paul telling ESPN that he has now spoken to 27 teams.
And this is what they all said.
No. Oh, no. No.
What?
But as usual, ESPN, Rich Paul, and the Klutch Machine are capping hard for LeBron. Look at all these false narratives in one single segment on SportsCenter.
Rich Paul also said on a recent podcast that LeBron would have signed with the Knicks if they hadn't won the title. When you hear that statement, what comes to mind?
Of course LeBron would have signed with New York, but would New York have signed him?
No.
You really think as disciplined and militant as Jalen Brunson is that he would have wanted to play with LeBron and deal with that whole media circus? Even if the Knicks had gotten swept by the Spurs, he still wouldn't have wanted LeBron on the team.
I would love to know what the Knicks representative thinks about this statement, because it looks like Rich and LeBron just teasing the Knicks.
Look at these lies, teasing the Knicks. Even for ESPN, this is absurd. This guy is delusional. I am amazed at the lengths some of these media members will stoop to create the illusion LeBron is so much better than he actually is.
When you have every team in the league almost vying for your services, it does present this, guys. It lets you know that Rich and LeBron are considering every single possibility.
Every team in the league vying for your services?
No.
What is this guy talking about? It's like he's trying to become the ESPN version of Nick Wright.
Somehow we live in a world where $50 million for LeBron James cripples your team, but $160 million for Walker Kessler is the path to excellence. We'll see.
The Knicks, meanwhile, did make a move yesterday, agreeing to a deal with free agent center Andre Drummond to replace Mitch Robinson.
So the Knicks signed Andre Drummond to a one-year vet minimum, which, by the way, was a great signing as he's going to help bolster their depth. And LeBron recently came out a few days ago and said he was open to taking the vet minimum with the right team.
But his biggest priority in all this is finding a team where he feels like he's going to have a chance to play meaningful basketball, compete for a championship. My understanding is this will not be a financially driven money decision.
But the Knicks didn't sign him. Instead, they picked Andre Drummond, just like the Spurs picked Tobias Harris for $15 million a year, opposed to signing LeBron to the vet minimum. You don't think LeBron would have bent over backwards and hopped on board for a chance to play with Wemby? Tobias Harris over me? Yes, LeBron, Tobias Harris over you. Andre Drummond too. Yeah, doesn't seem like every team's vying for LeBron's services, does it?
No.
David Dennis Jr. for more. Okay.
Why does she look like the female strawberry ice cream cone that Spence fell in love with on an episode of King of Queens? You like vanilla, guys?
So, David, there's a lot to unpack from that whiteboard.
Yeah, the whiteboard of teams supposedly all fighting to sign LeBron.
Walk us through your biggest takeaways for a few of the teams referenced, starting with the 76ers.
Okay, Christine, you're going to fill me on this. The 76ers are the new bombshell that has entered the villa in the LeBron James discussion. Nobody was talking about them 3 days ago as a LeBron James potential suitor, but they get Jaylen Brown. That changes things. Maxey, as you see, has an asterisk next to him. That's a Rich Paul guy also. This thing makes a ton of sense when you have Maxey, Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown, and Embiid. The only problem I have is that if Embiid, that health. LeBron, do you want to attach your last year or two to Embiid's health? Not sure about that.
How much help does LeBron need? In Philly, he'd have Jaylen Brown, who was second team All-NBA, finished 6th in league MVP voting last year, and was 4th in NBA scoring. He'd have Tyrese Maxey, who was 3rd team All-NBA, and finished 5th in scoring last year. But somehow that's not enough? So LeBron may turn Philly down if he can't also have Joel Embiid? How much help does he need?
Golden State, I was a little concerned when I saw them in the corner because they make so much sense, but Rich Paul explained that the corner being outside the inner circle does not mean they're not legitimate contenders, and I think they are. For me, this is the best spot for LeBron. Him and Steph, they love playing with each other. We saw that in the Olympics. They could be real contenders together.
Thank you for being a friend.
Yes, please. Please go to Golden State, LeBron. I'm begging you. We're all begging you. What a glorious sight it would be to see LeBron and Draymond's career crash and burn together. But for Steph Curry's sake, he better veto this transaction or he'll sink with the ship too.
Cleveland, of course, is another one here that we're looking at as a storybook ending for LeBron. You go back to Cleveland, you close the chapter. But one thing I was interested in that Rich Paul said was that LeBron was upset about Darius Garland leaving. He likes Darius Garland. Darius Garland, also another Rich Paul guy.
So now he doesn't want to go to Cleveland because they traded Darius Garland? So future Hall of Famer James Harden and future Hall of Famer Donovan Mitchell isn't enough? Not to mention Evan Mobley, who won Defensive Player of the Year in 2025, and Jarrett Allen, who's one of the elite rim protectors in the league, as I guess LeBron learned from firsthand experience here.
But that shows me that there is a little bit of concern about playing with James Harden.
Well, he does have a point there.
All right, the Dallas Mavericks.
Okay, now they're literally just making fake stories up. The Mavericks have expressed zero interest in LeBron. So why even add them to this list? Because ESPN is spinning this false narrative that many more teams are interested in LeBron than there really are. There is no reason to talk about Dallas here. And the commentator even admits it.
He ain't going to Dallas.
See? So if he's not going to Dallas, why add them to this segment? Because they know the list of teams genuinely interested in LeBron is so anemic, they have to just start making stuff up to fill airtime. You really think Dusty May wants to kick off his NBA coaching career dealing with perpetual coach killer LeBron James? LeBron would somehow get this guy fired by the end of his first season. And probably try to get Morez Johnson Jr. traded for Anthony Davis or something.
He maybe just likes to golf there. I don't quite get it, but I don't think he'll be there. It was just a bunch of weird words under the Mavs there on the board.
Yeah.
On James, let me tell you something about LeBron. We're talking about Antarctica to sell the fallen angels. No other team in the NBA wants him. His time is up. His time is up. No team wants him.